Hey, Jody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Transwest. Oh, yeah, close that door. So thanks for joining us on a really chilly spring morning. My name is Katie O'Neill. I'm here at Transwest in Frederick, Colorado, and I'm really excited to show you a spectacular 2021 Dutch Star. Really excited to kind of show you some nice features. This is a really unusual wood color for us, and I wanted to show it off a little bit by starting off with some mood lighting. So you'll notice that I've got the coach kind of set with all the accent lights only right now. We'll turn the rest on later. Today we're going to be looking at a Dutch Star. It's a 4081 floor plan. Its stock number is 5N201373. Again, 5N201373. And my name is Katie O'Neill. I'm at 303-562-8659. Again, 303-562-8659. I'm available by email or text or phone call, whatever is best for you. We are live during this video, so if you've got questions, please feel free to chime in, and Avon will get me the questions, and I'll be able to answer those for you as we go. I really like to start our coaches from the inside out. I know that there's a lot of outside in videos, but let's go ahead and start at the back today. Jody, come on, take it on through. And please note that while he's walking through here, I do have all of the accent lights on, but nothing else, just to kind of show you what a beautiful warm glow you could have and how comfortable and homey this RV can be. So we're going to start in the back here in this restroom. This is a Norfolk interior, so I really like a lot of the things. Like I like the tile accents that you see around the sink here. And of course a really nice undermount vanity. One of the things that's very cool about this is the size of the shower. So this is a 40 by 30 shower. And if you haven't RV before, one of the things that happens to a lot of my clients is that they're too tall. So one of the benefits that you have on going into the Dutch Star model from the Ventana is that you come into these cathedral ceilings. So this beautiful kind of arched ceiling that you see here gives me the ability to have a rain head, shower head here, along with the handheld stock. So I've got the handheld shower head here as well. But it's super nice because it actually lets tall people be comfortable. Now, for those of us that are vertically challenged, we do have things that are really nice, like a little seat here where you could shave your legs or wash your feet off of a nice day hiking. So very, very cool, large shower in a small space. Newmar is just really good at making good, efficient use of space. So I'm going to close this up. And I'd like to make sure we point out, of course, we have our traditional exit door. So this emergency exit door is really nice. One of the things that we can do here is just unlock it and then pull the handle. And then this magnetic tray releases and the ladder deploys. Now you could use this door, for instance, not deploying the ladder, just to hand through linens, things along those lines when you're getting ready to pack for your trip. But if there's an emergency, you can deploy this ladder and then put it back, so it's not something that will need to be replaced later. Of course, we do have the fantastic fan, but we also have ventilation here in the back, which is really nice. And then we have MCD power shades in this RV. So lots of good ventilation, nice bathroom area, won't get too steamy in here. In terms of some fun storage space, so next to this Dometic toilet, which is porcelain, we also have a really cool place to keep toilet paper. There you go, there's the toilet paper roll. Good job, Jody. Here's your touchless flush. And then another cool thing, which would make you go back and do it again, but there's a great little place here to keep, like, I don't know, cotton balls, Q-tips, whatever you might need. This is a coach that you could really stay in full time. As you'll note, when we get into this Dutch Star level, this beautiful cabinetry, again, is, you know, a really beautiful, nice, kind of a honey-colored maple, but all the shelves are lined, so there's no rattles. So that's really cool. And then you have a huge medicine cabinet in here. So we'll take a look at this. And there is a plug in here. So this is just a great place to keep, you know, first aid kits and all your toiletries, but you can also keep your hair dryer in here. And there's just a ton of space for his and hers. So I really like that. We'll open all these drawers for you. So you'll notice that all of these drawers are really nicely constructed. They're dovetailed, they're soft close. They're really, really durable. This is a great place to keep your towels, but there's a ton of storage in this bathroom. So 3 drawers for each person in this restroom. And then on top of it, even more, there's some cabinet space here. I'll let you get in there first before I open the next set. Lots of cabinet space there. 2 more large drawers. And then this is kind of mind-blowing. Hold that open. So you can see this is really deep. So if you've got like long jackets or anything along those lines, you have a ton of storage space here. And then Newmar's traditional safe is an awesome place to keep any kind of valuables while you're on the road, especially if you're staying at like one of the nicer, motor coach country clubs or things along those lines, and you want to get dressed up for dinner, wear your good jewelry, got a place to keep it safe while you're out hiking the next day. I've got a towel, or not towel rack, but a robe rack up here. And then one of the things I want to point out is back here we can see on this control panel, you have all of your lights, but you'll notice the very bottom one is floor heat. So keep going down. There we go. So if there's floor heat, and then just above that's the aquamizer system. So if you go up a little bit, so what aquamizer means is you can actually turn that on and let the hot water cycle through, and instead of wasting gray water space, you can actually let that cycle through and warm up your water before you enter into the shower. Now this is an all electric coach, so this does have all hydronic heating. Everything in this coach is running off of an instant hot water system or tankless hot water system. So pretty phenomenal there. It does not take long at all to heat up the water, but that being said, if you've only got, a 75-gallon gray water tank, that's just more showers you can take later. So 105 gallons of fresh water, 75 gallons of gray water, and a 55-gallon sewage tank, which is really cool because they've actually kind of switched that up, giving you a little more gray water, which of course you use a little bit more of when you take a nice long shower. Of course, hacking would not be any easier without having a washer and dryer. This is just something that makes everything awesome. You can keep your campfire clothes in here, so if your jeans are kind of stinky after sitting by the fire all night making s'mores with the kids, go ahead and throw them in here. You can do your wash while you're driving, but it's just a great place to keep things so that you've got more room in the coach, for laundry and such. So that kind of concludes the bathroom in here, but like I said, just a ton of great space. That tankless water filter with 105 gallons it really makes for a lot of great camping. I have some remotes here on the bed. Let's talk about these. So one of the things we have here is we've got the Sleep Number remote and then the MCD Power Shade remote. So we've got power shades throughout this coach. That is an additional option, and so is a Sleep Number bed. But now that we've seen how nice and beautiful it is in here with the lights off, let's go ahead and get the ceiling lights turned on. So just a really nice warm feeling here. Underneath this bed, which is really easy to pick up, are the 2 table extensions. So we do have the Euro Booth dinette in here along with 2 extra chairs. So that table can sleep up to 6. If you're not planning on having company and you don't want to bring your chairs, you can imagine how many sweaters and pairs of shoes you could keep underneath there. So really easy to lift. In terms of the size of the bed, this is a 72 by 80 king. One of the things that's nice about this bed is that you've got the cross ventilation, so you've got your windows on either side, and then up here above there's a little puck that you can see here, and you can run a cord through that. So if you've got a CPAP machine, you have a little place on each side that you could plug it in, and then it can run. There's a 110 outlet back here in the back. Can you see that, Jody? All right. And then down below we also have, and I've got them turned on right now, the controls for the reading lights as well as the rest of the cabin lights. So you can control everything here underneath from bed, so you don't have to get out of the bed to, turn everything off. I love this fluted glass and how pretty this is, just for a little extra privacy if you keep your goods in there. And then down below here you'll see that we have 2 110 outlets along with 2 USB ports, so you can plug all of your cell phones in there. I don't know. Great place to keep water bottles though. Also perfect for a novel if you've got a book. And there are plugs on either side of this bed on the bedstand, so that's very cool. One of the things I really love about this coach is this dark glass mirror. It's really nice to actually have something that's not quite as bright in the cabin, but a full-length mirror, so you can make sure that you're looking sharp when you head out for the day. And then we're going to move on to the wardrobe. So I know we had a ton of closet space in the back, but we also have even more here in the front. And I do have these lights on, so you can see how well lit that is. And then below that, you have even more drawer space. So a lot of storage. Newmar makes 13 floor plans in the Dutch Star. It makes 2 40-foot floor plans. This is the 4081. There's also a 4020. They're very similar. The kitchens are switched, but both boast this really great storage space in the bedroom. And then I'll open up this. And then down below here, another drawer. And then this is where your Sony Blu-ray player is. This coach does have the Winegard satellite system, the SK300, so a really advanced satellite system. It does not come with receivers, but we can get those upfitted for you and even set up your account for you here when you come in. Now you'll notice that underneath here, there's a little black switch, and I've got this this awning drawn, but this is where that awning's controlled. So a little extra privacy. And even though it's really blustery outside, these awnings can be deployed in bad weather or in really hot weather, even when it's windy, just keeping that extra sun out of the coach. And of course, this is another emergency exit. Newmar is, of course, totally front of mind when it comes to safety. And then Jody, if you don't mind, I want to close that door and just show everybody how pretty this is. It's really lovely. So nice separation here, definitely privacy, but still providing a lot of light. And then just really simple mechanism for locking. You just push it in, and then this little lock you can pull down to open it up. And then more controls over here, and then of course another nightstand. I know we mentioned that, but pretty awesome. So that leaves the bedroom kind of complete. What I'd like to do next is show you the galley. The first thing we're going to take a look at here is this pantry. What's really nice about the pantry is all the shelves are adjustable. So all you have to do this year, so in years past we had a lock here, and a lot of times people would forget to pull it and they'd break that locking mechanism. So we removed the lock and came up with a system where all you've got to do is push in and then these release. So, and they come out way far. So there's a lot of deep storage here. And again, this is adjustable, so you can change the height of these, but it gives you a ton of pantry space. Now on both the 4081 and the 4020, you're going to have the pantry space here. You're also going to have this beautiful Whirlpool refrigerator. It does come with a water filter, so that's right here in the top right there. And then it's got these adjustable shelves, so these can kind of move in and out. Big cheese tray down here. Lots of room for fruits and vegetables, and they are adjustable. So this has a water filter here for the water dispenser that's on the door, but you also have a whole house water filter outside. And then tons of space down here, both your ice maker, lots of top drawer space, the nice deep drawers here. You'll find when we go outside, we also do have the Dometic as well. So let me turn some lights on up here. Let's take a look at the kitchen. Oops, there we go. So one of the things I wanted to show when we came in is how nice and, luxurious this is from a kind of dim evening space when you're just, relaxing for the day, maybe watching some movies. But as you can see, it's really good, nice bright light. It's not a very bright day outside. It's kind of gloomy. But as you can tell, it's really nice here in our RV. So now we are in the big differentiating feature between a 4081 and a 4020. So the 4081 has the kitchen on this side, the 4020 would be behind us. Now in this particular coach, we have the upgraded sinks. So this is an undermount sink, solid surface, and it does have 2 different basins, which is really nice. Here's your covers. And then you've got your spray and pour residential style faucet. I love this darker metal that they've gone with on the Dutch Star this year. And then a ton of cabinet space. Great place for things like olive oil, maybe a bottle of wine or 2. And then in traditional Newmar fashion, everything is carpet lined, and then you've got these great pull-outs everywhere. So even like this top little shelf is carpeted, which is so nice. And today we're going to be looking at a Dutch Star Special color paint. So if you needed to order touch-up paint, this RV does come with it, but all of the paint codes for this Newmar are right here on this sticker. So your VIN's there as well. Of course, this is a Freightliner custom chassis, which provides a lot of really cool standard features, and we'll talk a little bit about those. But all your paint codes are right there inside that door. And I am excited to show you the exterior of this RV if you didn't pay attention on the way in. I love this. What a cool place for spices. Once again, even this little shelf up top is completely carpet lined. And then more shelf storage there. And at the end of our island here, we have even more drawer storage. Look at how deep those drawers are. I mean, it's just amazing. That's so much space. So the release for this is just a little button right up top here. And you just push that and then push in. I'm going to leave it out because I've got some reading materials just to kind of glance over while we're showing you this coach. Here is the silverware drawer, chock full of remotes. There's a universal remote in here. Also, all of your Samsung remotes for your televisions. There's a lot of TVs in this vehicle. There's one in the bedroom. There's one over here, a 50-inch 4K pop-up. There's a 43-inch up front. There's another one outside, another 43 outside. We've got sound bars, Bose sound bars throughout as well, so that's super nice. And then below the silverware drawer, oh, come on, I had it earlier. You know what? I heard the inverter turn off. This is a great feature in this coach. This is so nice to have a dishwasher in a drawer by Fisher Paykel. I love that feature. Just handy. It's actually a really good place if you want to water pump, kitchen backlighting. There we go. That's good. This is a great place to keep pots and pans. So if you have any big pots and pans, it's really nice. Just like we had in the restroom there, this little side drawer, they make great use of all of the space here. Great place for a sponge and a bottle brush. And I love this trash can just being on this little lift. It's super easy to take out. Keep all your cleaning supplies behind. And then once again, just really good, deep, accessible storage. So this is just a really, really nice kitchen. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look here at this mid-bath. So this mid-bath also boasts a ton of additional storage. Another fantastic fan as well, and another porcelain Dometic toilet with the touchless flush. I love the vessel sink on the countertop. Beautiful accent light, and of course a window, so you've got lots of ventilation in here as well. And I'd go in there with you, but I'm afraid that it's hard to film. Okay, so let's go on to the next portion of this RV. I love the fact, I know we saw it earlier, but this table comes way, way, way out. So a ton of additional space with those two chairs. You can really fit 6 people here. The 642 roll comes into effect in this coach very easily. Drinks for 6, dinner for 4, sleeping for 2. More storage underneath on both sides. So just super nice there. And then I did turn off all of the overhead lights, but I'll turn those on now just so you can see how warm and friendly and inviting this coach can be. So you'll notice out of these windows I also have again this awning set drawn. So this would be shading your entire coach in a hot sunny day. You could have your windows open, you know, you could have, oh maybe, I have it locked, I might have it locked. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can have your windows open, you can have the air coming in, you can have your shades drawn, really, really comfy. So this is a great place to sit and relax. You can get lots of cross ventilation. One of the things that this coach offers in terms of an option is the kitchen window. So between this window set here and then the additional very large kitchen window that you have on the other side, you've got a ton of ventilation. And I wanted to show these shades drawn. And let's do night. Oh, I'm in the bedroom. Sorry while I'm fiddling with this, I'm missing the night shades for the front. So one of the things I was going to show you is that here in the front we actually have a really nice shade. Channel 13. I hear them in the front, not the back. I think I've got to turn my inverter back on. So really nice shades though throughout the front. So there is a day shade and a night shade that comes here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the TV down here as well. And you can see another one of those awnings that we have in place. You can also see that it's starting to snow outside. How horrible. All right, so let's talk a little bit about some of the neat features that you have on this. So this is a Dutch Star. It's a tag axle, but some of the cool features that you're going to see on this RV that are different than some of the others. We have V-Ride. V-Ride is going to help you with kind of that tilty feeling. We also have Ultra Steer, which helps you to be able to turn more efficiently. We have a 12-degree cut on this because this is a tag axle. Road Watch is a state-of-the-art safety system. So in other words, this coach has cameras on it. It's helping you to stay safe while you're driving. Drive Tech. We also have Brake Sync, which is a factory integrated braking system that is already wired through on this coach. So all of these things that you see here are part of this Freightliner custom chassis. You'll notice that we do have a 1,250 foot-pound torque rated engine with 450 horsepower. That is a ton of towing capacity. And this Cummins, so this is an 8.9 liter Cummins engine on the Freightliner chassis. Really, really great specs here. All of the warranty information. If you need this sheet emailed to you, I'd be happy to send it to you. And then the other thing that I wanted to show is very simply, here is the refrigerator, here's the refrigerator, here is a dinette on the 4020, and in this floor plan, it's on the opposite side. But other than that, it's a very, very similar floor plan. So all that being said, I know we've talked a lot about storage already, but I'll just show you the rest of it up front here. So it's a little more shallow above the dining room, and then it's really deep here above the theater seatings. This is a great place to keep board games, anything along those lines. And then once again, you have all of these great windows that you can open. Now my favorite thing, and I changed the color because of Earth Day. I know that this is the week that we celebrate Mother Nature, and I like to think that we're all going to celebrate the good old USA. You can change these colors. So Jody, I don't know if you want to come over here and show how that's done, but I love being able to change the colors of the cups. So I made them blue and green, but it's kind of a fun feature, his and hers. And then this is our theater seating. So I really love all of this additional space that you get with this theater seating. You get this nice little tray for your remotes, tons of storage space underneath here. And then these seats, I know everyone wants to know how flat can you get. So that is a pretty flat sitting, I think. So really, really nice theater seats. There are USB ports in both of these adjustment panels. So I'll go ahead and move out of your way, Jody. You can show that while I get this other jackknife sofa out. So this is a 68-inch jackknife sofa. So for some fun specs, if you're interested, the height of this RV is 13 feet 1 inch. The width is 8 feet 5 inches. The length is 40 feet 9 inches. So there's some information for you there. And then let's just talk about this cool little jackknife sofa, because this gives you quite a bit of room for guests. So you've got seat belts here, which is of course handy. You've got your inflatable mattress. But as you can see, if you had some friends that needed to spend the night, tons of room. So I know I'm not hugely tall, but definitely a full-size adult. So tons of room. Nice inflatable mattress, plugs in right here, but to the back very conveniently. And a great place to have company, spend the night. Plenty of room. And then it's really easy to put away. It just folds automatically, cushions back on. Just takes a few seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our pillows back. Oh, did we talk about our cooktop, Jody? I don't think we did. So, all electric coach. One thing that we didn't mention, and I apologize, is that we have true induction. If you haven't used this before, it is so fast. In Indiana, there's a company called Allclad, and of course, that's where Newmar is made. So, I would love to hear that someone was taking advantage of the wonderful copper core pans that they have for their true induction. They're spectacular, but this is actually removable. So not only can you cook inside, you could cook outside. And then we have cutting boards on the back of each of these covers as well. So I apologize for mentioning that towards the end, but it's definitely an important feature. So there's that. The microwave, oh yes. And the convection. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, so quick note on convection versus microwave. Yes, you can preheat this and make cookies, and you can microwave burritos. So it does both very efficiently, very well. It is truly a microwave, and it is truly an oven. It is both things in one. So true story. Thank you for reminding me, Judy. Oh, we also have more storage. I'm sure Jody gets tired of hearing me say storage over and over and over again, but it's just a really important feature. I try to show all of these cabinets, show the beds out. That way you can kind of get a really good feel for how this RV is going to integrate into your life while you're traveling down the road. So this is a little shorty, and then this is a nice deep one. Really great place to keep your water bottles. Some suntan lotion, maybe hand lotion. I love this backlit, so pretty. Okay, so these are both full swivels, and I don't take this out all of the time, and I probably should, because I think a lot of people would actually find it very useful. So there's the step cover, and then my desk. So if I want to get out on the road and work from my RV, I actually have a really nice workstation here. Super easy to use. It tucks away easily. And then beyond that, I also have this great step cover. And then here I've got a plug for a USB port. I've got a 110 for my computer. I have a wireless charging dock for my phone. I have access to everything. I can even turn all the lights on and off from right here on this little button. So I love that. But that brings us to probably the most important part of this RV. One of the things that Newmar has done a great job in is giving you a centralized command system. So I don't have the batteries on or the coach plugged in today because it's just too darn cold. But let me show you. Here's our HVAC system. So really nice there. And then here's also our tank system. So super cool there. This coach is pre-wired for solar. We don't have the solar installed. I'll tell you, I really would recommend that you get that done. But one of the reasons that we've decided not to do it on all of our Newmars is we actually have 175 watt panels that we can install as long as the coach is pre-wired and get you even more power on top of your roof. It really makes a huge difference. Then here we've got, of course, our slide control, and we are going to pull the slides in for you today. And then as you can see, everything is all very clearly, all your security lights, your block heater, that would be for like tonight when it's going to be 13 in Denver, no kidding. Your Oasis system, so this is that hydronic heat that you have. With your 110 volt heat pads and your Oasis hydronic heat running, you could be plugged in and running all night long without having to winterize your coach is the answer. So yes, you could. Here's your Winegard satellite system. Here's your inverter. And then this is for your Girard awning package. You've got really amazing double awnings. I don't want to open them right now because this is A, not my coach, and B, it's kind of wet and yucky outside, so I'm going to keep them closed. But just trust that these are absolutely, they're the full length. They're 2 huge awnings. They're the full length of the coach. And then this is where I control all of my little awnings that you saw earlier, the ones that I've been pointing out as we've gone through the coach. Down here we have, again, a wireless charging dock for our cell phones, driver heat, brake, USB. You can do this house boost if you wanted to. For instance, if you had like low chassis power, you could use the house to boost your engine so you could get a good start. Here's your tag dump, which is nice. If you're going to be settling into camping, you want to dump your tag, you can do that before you go ahead and decide whether or not you need to level your coach. You do have a hydraulic leveling system, along with a power window for the driver, which is really nice and big, as you can see, and then mirror control as well. Here on the center, let's go ahead and see if we can turn this bad boy on. So, note to self, if you have the coach in drive on the stock, you can't start the engine. I told Jody earlier, I was like, I can't get this coach to start. Well, it wasn't in neutral. That being said, there's no park. It's always in neutral, which I think is kind of interesting. And then there's drive and reverse. And then here is your engine brake. So you'll notice that you don't just have 2 settings like you do on some Freightliner chassis, you actually have 3. Really nice to be driving up and down hills. One of the reasons I wanted to turn this on, as you can see, we have our tire pressure is not good on the right hand side. It's probably because of how I'm parked. But it's really cool. You've got this nice centralized dash, and you can go through here and change all of these different readings that you have, and you can actually, you know, set your cruise control, turn on road watch. So all of this is just such a nice feature, very different than what we had in the previous with just the standard dials. And then also going into 2021, look at how much bigger these displays are. So instead of being 6 inches, you've got 9-inch wide displays, and they're great. They're really easy to use. You know, you've got Sirius is an option that is on this coach as well. It's also got the Rand McAnally navigation system. Here we are in Frederick, Colorado. You'll notice we also have the optional 360-degree camera. So that's an overhead view. I've parked like right over this like little culvert. You can actually see the cement around us. And then there is, it looks like this, the top left view. So that's just coming out of my left window. So really easy to park. Visor and shade controls. I can start my generator right here as well. I think if I can, air horn on. Whoa, it's so loud. It catches me off guard every time. All right, so there's that. I love the little drawers to keep your stuff in. Keep your keys in there, keep your wallet in there. There's his and hers. So you'll notice that I also have not only swivel chairs, but power with recliners, and these are also heated, which is really nice. Very comfortable, little adjustable elbow things. I can set them to exactly where I like them for myself while driving. So really, really comfortable coach from a driving perspective. So on that note, just so you understand, one of the benefits that you have in the Dutch Star is that you have a standard 450 horsepower Freightliner Cummins marriage. So this engine and this chassis together are really, really powerful, very easy to drive. 1,250 foot-pounds of torque is a ton of torque. So in going from the 37-foot Dutch Star to the 40-foot, you go up to a 10,000-pound hitch rating. So that's awesome. That's a ton of towing capacity for flat tow, but you triple your vertical weight that you can have on that hitch when you add that tag axle. So not only do you get easier steering and better ride control, but you actually get, with that second tag axle, kind of a cantilever that will help you to be able to tow heavier objects better. So super, super nice there. I think we've covered a lot of this, which means that we're gonna have to go outside. Boo! But here we go. Let's make sure we cover everything that we can. So power shades, we've got the Dometic freezer. We'll see that when we get outside. Oh, Jody, one last thing. Show everybody while I put the slides in how we don't have any carpet. So that's a hugely differentiating feature between a Ventana and a Dutch Star, is the fact that we are carpetless in this vehicle. I'm going to put the slides in so we can all kind of see what this coach looks like all pulled in. Plus it looks beautiful from the outside. As I mentioned earlier, this is a custom paint color, so that's very, very cool. But yeah, one of the main things that we've done, you know, so this has got, it used to be so cool. You'd be like, hey, I got 4 slides. Well, guess what now? Now we've got a full side slide. So this whole entire slide on the left-hand side is a hydraulic slide, and it's given us the ability to take the carpet out of the unit, which makes a huge difference. And you'll see that when I pull in. All right, so let's go up front. Jody, do you want to go to the back, and then I'll put the slides in, and then I can just show how easy it is to walk through. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to bundle up because it is so cold out there. Can you believe 13 degrees tonight? Oh my gosh, no peaches another year in a row. Boo. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do both of these at the same time. This RV would probably really like to be plugged in right about now, but that's okay. She's just gonna have to deal with it. So as you can see, still plenty of walking space for getting back and forth. I think that that's a really nice feature. You could still easily watch a movie. You know, I think that this is a great amount of space. I'm pulling in all of our awnings right now so you can get a picture or a view of this beautiful paint job from the outside. But yeah, so plenty of walking space to get back and forth to that restroom while you're driving. Not bad at all. And watching a movie would be super comfortable. Got my drink holder, nothing's gonna go flying. As you can see, I did bring in our island, which gives you all of that extra cutting space. So now that we're all brought in, come on out. It's like a magic trick. You're gonna see that we actually have all of the doors open for you. So right here, Jody, you just touched it. So doorbell, really nice to have here, a little doorbell. Also the keyless padlock, so you could go ahead and you could actually set your own code. I love this really nice screen door that we have here. Yeah, it is actually snowing right now. How rotten is that? But just beautiful exterior paint job here. Now we do have dual fill on this RV. We also go from a 10-gallon def tank on the 37-foot to a 15-gallon def tank on the 40-foot. So not only do we get that tag axle with that extra towing capacity, we also get a larger def tank, which is nice. So you'll notice here, one of the options that this coach does have is the Dometic freezer or refrigerator. You can make it whichever one you wanted. And it is on a slide, so it's nice and easy to load. So tons of storage capacity here. This little removable tray allows you to actually keep things below. You can take these out and clean them really easily. It's got drainage ports below as well. So super nice feature there. I also love the fact that you have this little outlet here. So this is great, like it's a cigarette lighter outlet. That's the kind that my paddleboard uses. So it's nice to be able to pump up from outside. And then you'll see we have tons of room for storage on the outside here. So this is a full slide. This goes all the way through the front to the back. It's 1,000 pound capacity. Really easy. A lot of people are like, oh, it's not power. I know it's not power, but man, it closes up really quick. It's so easy to close it up because it's not power, so you don't have to sit there and hold it and wait. And when it's freezing cold and raining on you, faster is better. I'm not letting it go all the way, Jody. I can't reach it to close it. But there's your 43-inch Samsung television and your Bose sound bar. And what life wouldn't be complete without another remote? So another remote, 110 outlet in here. So if you want a place to plug in your blenders, you could have a lot of blenders. There's a lot of places to make margaritas in this coach. Little extra tile there. And as you can see, everything is really clearly labeled. And all of these cabins have lights underneath, so you can see underneath without having to bring your flashlight out, your headlamp. Although I would recommend having one of those. So a lot of people will call this a garage. I say this is a great place for a mini bar, however you want to handle it. You could put suntan lotion out here. You could also do bug spray, whatever it is that you need, tequila, you name it, it's there. Again, here is that differentiating feature between the 37 and the 40 foot. At the 40, we start with that tag axle. Really nice system, giving you that 12 degrees of wheel cut, allows you to have a much better turning radius. Whew, it's so chilly. Here's that depth tank. There's also an access point for this on the other side. And then here we have a really nice feature. You can actually turn on and off your entire chassis right from our house, right from this little controller. So, sorry, this is the chassis battery disconnect. The house is at the front when we left the door. And then here in the back, so this is one of those integrated features we were talking about earlier on the Freightliner custom chassis. Now we have a fully integrated air brake. Right here, it's already set up for you, so you don't need to have that installed after the fact. And then of course you've got your connector, and we talked about this earlier as well. You've got a 10,000 pound hitch capacity, and then if you pop this little bad boy down, you can see that marriage of the Freightliner to the Cummins. So I love this. So anything in red in here is the Cummins engine. All the black is Freightliner, and then please do keep in mind we do have an optional Spartan chassis available on the Dutch Star as well. I know different folks have different preferences. One thing's for sure though, no one can argue with the prowess of the back of this RV. I mean, how stunning is this? I love the paint coat, or the paint combination. Again, this is a special order paint combination. This Dutch Star is available. So if you would like information on it, please reach out and let me know. Again, this is stock number 5N201373. So just next to our radiator, here's that other fill station for the depth tank. And then, did I go too fast, Jody? Okay. Here's another place to keep a sewer hose if you want to keep one there. And then look at this nice water bay. So whole house water filter, a great place to keep some paper towels. This has the optional SaniCon system as well, and a power hose reel for your water right here. This little guy, as you can see, is easy to open. You just drop your hose out so you can keep your bay door closed. You also have an outdoor shower system with hot and cold water, which is super, super nice. And then very easy to fill, very clearly labeled, nice big system. So, you know, when you take a look at the fact that we have the house water filter out here and then the one in the refrigerator, you actually have a dual filtered water station, which is pretty cool. So this is a power retractable cord. This is of course for your 50 amp. The retractable button's right here. You also have for cable, an inlet right there if you still use cable. I think most people are probably streaming these days. Here is your hydronic heating system. This is your Oasis. This is what gets you instant hot water, hydronic heat, all of the luxuries that people are coming to realize really have revolutionized camping and RVing. I don't think that anyone will ever go back after having a system like that. And then here's this other slide. And I'm going to pull this out just because it's so fast and easy. But you can see how easy this would be to load, even if you had your, even if you had your slide or your slide out. So, and then super simple to put back. Just pop it in, and then it locks into place. Here are all of your batteries, and of course, if you want to work on your RV yourself, you're welcome to. Our dealership is not only Newmar, Winnebago, and Renegade. but we are also fully fledged Freightliner and Spartan. So you can get all of your service done here. Call up, set an appointment in advance. We have camping available on site with 50 amp. We have water fill stations, we have dump stations. We have 2 different buildings that have washer and dryer. So if you want to do laundry while you wait, and you're servicing your coach, it's a great part of Middle America that you can come to on your way to Rocky Mountain National Park, or on your way to the Grand Canyon, or out to Maryland, wherever you happen to be going, we're right in the middle. So we'd love to see you here. And this is your other filling station. And you can see these awnings up top. So look at how big that awning is. That's so much sunshade, it's so nice. And then of course, Newmar in its traditional fashion has a very clean fuse bay. There's spare fuses up front. And I don't have the generator showing today. This is an 8,000 watt generator. If you go into the 43 foot, it would be a 10,000 watt. Apparently I don't know how to close the door, that's okay. And then here you'll see we have our side camera. And again, we have, of course, 360 degrees as well. And you can see in the front of this RV up top, there's one of your 360 degree cameras. And then this whole thing comes out, and this is where your generator would be. And again, today we're looking at stock number 5N201373. This is an absolutely stunning special paint Dutch Star. This is a 4081. My name is Katie O'Neill. I'm here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado, and I'd love to answer any questions you need. Again, 303-562-8659 is my direct line. Thank you so much for joining us today in this balmy spring weather. Please come on out for a test drive. Come by a Dutch Star. Let's go camping.